WebSportsRadio.com, in association with KBFL, proudly presents...
Shot comes in, score!
Missouri State University Ice Hockey.
Off the draw from the high slot, Matthew Gregg gets his first goal with Missouri State. As he puts it in from the high slot, it somehow squeaked its way past the goaltender, Paskey, and into the net. And Missouri State has taken a 5-2 lead. This comes right off the face-off through the middle of the pads, tweeners as they call it. It is a 4-on-4 goal. And it is now 5-2. And they score again!
With the call, here's Steve Casson.
And live from the Stan Melton Ice Arena, Jordan Valley Ice Park, it is Missouri State hockey as the Ice Bears face the Northern Illinois University Huskies. Hello, everybody. Steve Casson with you as the Ice Bears come in after a split last weekend against the University of Maryville. The Ice Bears 5-5 in their past 10 games, but they do pick up a spot. They are ranked number 29 in ACHA Division I play. Northern Illinois ranked number 66. The Northern Illinois Huskies come in at 5-22. They are 4 in the MCH, their league, 7-8-1 with a 45.8% win percentage. As I mentioned, Missouri State 13-5-2 in the Western Collegiate Hockey League, 6-8-2 with a 39.5 win percentage. The Ice Bears are 2-0 lifetime as a Division I team against the University of Illinois. They split games, in fact, back on October 7th and 8th of 2016. I take that back. They did not split. They won 9-2 and 4-0 as the Ice Bears are 2-0. What I meant to say was they split against Maryville last weekend. As I mentioned, right now the hottest player for Missouri State is Alex Rubin. 4 goals and 6 assists in the past 4 games. He's third in scoring for Missouri State. Josh Bell leads the team, 9 goals, 28 assists, and Hunter Cooley is second with 15 goals and 11 assists. Both players have a 3-game point scoring streak currently with the Ice Bears. Hunter Saunders and Brian Fuller are the only active players to have goals in this series. Sam Heiseroth has 3 assists. Chris Brown also has 3. Chad Lounder, Zane O'Brien, and Jordan Bratton have 1 assist apiece. And Missouri State on the power play in the series, they are 4-9 against the Northern Illinois University Huskies. The Huskies, on the other hand, they have lost 4 consecutive games, and in those games they've been outscored 29-7. Their last win was an overtime victory, 5-4 against Waldorf University back on February 2nd. Rodan Evans leads the team with 8 goals and 8 assists for 16 points, and Hunter Wall is second with 4 goals and 10 assists. Wall also had a 4-game point scoring streak stopped on February 7th against McKendree. The Huskies are a young team. They have 19 freshmen on the roster and a lot of developing to do for this hockey club and for head coach Mike Buczynski in his second year. But they have a lot of injuries also. Out for Northern Illinois University is Drake Dysky. He has an ankle injury. Brad Krauser, that is, actually, with a personal issue. Noah Carluck has an upper body injury. Brett Buddes with another upper body injury. Alex Piotrowski has a school issue where he could not make the road trip, and Colin McNichol has an upper body injury. So a lot of injuries for this hockey club, playing shorthanded against Missouri State this weekend. Take a look at the starting goaltenders for each team. For Missouri State in nets, it will be Brady Griffin. Griffin, for the Ice Bears this season, the senior 6'3", 210 out of Glen Carbon, Illinois. In 15 games, he's 5-7-1 with a 6.95 goals against, or make that 4.31 goals against average. He's played 695 minutes, and make that an 898 save percentage for Brady Griffin, who will start in nets for Missouri State. For Northern Illinois, the netminder will be Brian Issel, the sophomore, 5'11", 170 out of Schaumburg, Illinois. In 11 games, he's 3-6 with a 6.22 goals against average and an 868 save percentage. Mention that Missouri State is 29th ranked nationally ECHA Division I, and Northern Illinois, that is, ranked number 66. Take a look at the rankings right now, and if they were to stand today, number 1 would be Adrian. They're from the GLCHL. Number 2 would be Liberty. Number 3 would be Lindenwood. They would not get an auto bid. Michigan Dearborn would be number 4. They do not get an auto bid. But teams that do get auto bids include Arizona. They're number 7, but they do get the Western Collegiate Hockey League auto bid. Drexel, number 15. They're the ECHA auto bid. Pittsburgh will get an auto bid by virtue of being the playoff champion of the CHMA. They'll be number 18. And Niagara will be number 36. They will also get an auto bid in the NECHL. So the standings, if they were to happen today, would be Adrian versus the winner of number 16 Aquinas and number 17 Illinois. Then number 2 Liberty against the winner of number 15 Drexel and number 17 Pittsburgh. Lindenwood, number 3, would play the winner of number 14 Calvin and number 19 Oklahoma. Michigan Dearborn, number 4, would play the winner of number 13 Nevada Las Vegas and number 20 Niagara. Number 5 Minot State versus number 12 Central Oklahoma. Number 6 Ohio versus number 11 Jamestown. Number 7 Arizona versus number 10 Davenport. And number 8 Indiana Tech versus number 9 Stony Brook. So that's what the ACHA Division I national field would look like right now if the playoffs started today. But again, next week there is one more week, so a few spots, that is, could change. But again, the ones that will not change, Adrian, Liberty, Arizona, and Drexel. They have all solidified their spots, and relatively the top 10 have. But 1 week left to go for nationals, and of course Missouri State not attending nationals for the first time in a couple of seasons, and Northern Illinois, this is their first year as a Division I squad, and they're learning what it's like to be a Division I team. Missouri State suffered the same fate when they started out. Really tough road to hoe, and they're learning as they go, and good luck to Northern Illinois as they continue in Division I. A couple of players that were brought up from their Division III squad, speaking of the Huskies, and that includes number 55, Cullen McNichol, but he is a scratch, I believe, tonight with the upper body issues. Both teams have made their way out onto the ice, and in just a moment we will have the starting lineups and the on-ice festivities. Let's go to Ryan Armstrong down at ice level.
Bring them out, bring them out, hey. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, hey. Bring them out.
And now for the starters, let's meet the Northern Illinois Huskies. At number 9, Hunter Wall. Number 23, Rodan Evans. Number 81, Usman Chodak. Number 72, Alec Pordonzek. Number 24, Colin Bray. And in net for the Huskies, number 56, Brian Ezel. The Huskies are coached by head coach Michael Rusensky and assistant coach James Bristol. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the heart of Springfield, Missouri, inside Jordan Valley Ice Park, and within the beautiful Stan Melton Ice Arena, it's time. Everybody on your feet. Let's meet the starters for your Missouri State Ice Bears. Starting it forward from Nashville, Tennessee, number 25, Hunter Saunders. Starting it forward from St. Louis, Missouri, number 10, Jack Brackbill. Starting it forward from St. Louis, Missouri, number 7, Spencer Solombach. Starting on the D end from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 21, Sam Iserod. Starting from St. Louis, Missouri, number 18, Captain Chris Brown. And starting in net tonight from Edwardsville, Illinois, number 35, Brady Griffin. Joining the Ice Bears tonight is 8-year-old on his birthday, Zeppelin Bruce, a student from Clever Elementary and a participant in Jordan Valley Ice Park CSDP Junior Ice Cubs Mite program. The Ice Bears are coached by head coach Jeremy Law and assistant coach Brendan McClue. Tonight's referees, Mark Marzola, linesman CJ Luketemeyer, and Andrew Watley. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Finley River Boys.
Our national anthem once again from Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Rink. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Steve Casson along with our cameraman. And, you know, I'll tell you what, it's been a while. I forgot your name again.
It's Ralph.
That's right, Ralph. Well, I appreciate you joining us. Did you get a place to park?
Yeah, I was dropped off at the curb.
Oh, well, that's an easy way to do it. Just get dropped off. I like it.
Right.
All right. So we have a fresh 20 minutes up on the clock, and we are moments away from getting this one going here. The first of two between these two hockey teams. Missouri State comes in with a record of 13-5-2. Number 29 in ACHA Division I play, and the Northern Illinois University Huskies, NIU. They are ranked number 66. Missouri State will skate from the left to the right and from the right to the left. It will be the NIU Huskies. Ice Bears dressed up in white and maroon. Huskies in red, white, and black. And we are underway in the first period. Quickly, it'll be Hunter, or make that Colin Bray to swing it up in front of the Missouri State bench. Wrong number 24. Puck goes into the Huskies zone, and as quickly as that is, he gets kicked right back out. Both teams playing with it at center ice, comes right in on goal. And the Ice Bears goaltender Brady Griffin will steer it aside. The southpaw, as he's called. Now Missouri State finally gets things going. Jack Brackbill will kick it into the zone. Tries to move around a check of Roden Evans. Puck goes behind the net. sent over on the far side now. It goes past Brian Schumacher and out to center ice. Here is Bell getting pushed down. Josh Bell for Missouri State on a check by Alec Pornonzik. Puck comes in to the NIU zone, and it'll be immediately scooped up by the goaltender, Brian Ezel, and he'll hold on. 19:09 to go in the first period. It started a little slow here. Fans still trying to get in and trying to find parking, unlike Ralph, who got dropped off. That's always nice. Off the draw, won by NIU. Zach Higgins will get it out to center ice underneath the stick of Zachary Sokol, and sent right back in by Missouri State and Alex Rubin, the hottest player right now for Missouri State. 4 goals, 6 assists in the last 4 games. Josh Bell has it for Missouri State. Gets it to the left side. It's out as Brian Schumacher can't hold it on. And the Ice Bears will send it right back out. Move it ahead to Hunter Cooley. Nice move left side. Brings it across the line to Schumacher. Brian Schumacher back to Hunter Cooley. Down in low. Gets checked in hard by Nicholas Gonzalez of NIU. Puck comes to Sokol, and he tips it out to center ice to Mason Urke. Urke left side. Drives all the way around and gets into the Missouri State zone behind the net. Far side boards. Ice Bears intercept, and they finally get it out to center ice. And here comes Bell. Josh will chase it down. Stepping in front of him is John Merlatis. Now taken by Hunter Pierce on the left side. To the right side. Puck comes up the middle. Intercepted, and Urke has it for a second. Broken up briefly by Missouri State, and now taken away by Austin Walney, and he'll send it all the way down to the Missouri State zone. Back behind the net as the Ice Bears have the B line on now. Travis Barrett, Zane O'Brien, and Jordan Bratton. Here comes Travis. Brings it over to Jordan Bratton, right side. Bratton back to Travis, left in front. He shoots. Broken up. Rebound in front as O'Brien got the shot. The goaltender, Ezel, was able to make 2 good saves. The first one on the breakup attempt by Barrett, and then the second one on the follow-up by O'Brien. And Ezel has kept Missouri State off the scoreboard. 17:40 to go in the period. And no score. Evans comes in from Missouri State. It's O'Brien, or make that Bratton, and it's one as Evans will bring it into the Missouri State zone. Huskies get it as far as the line, and we come the other way. Ice Bears quickly bring it up right side. Here's Zane O'Brien in front to Bratton, broken up, and a good play there by Podonzik. Far side boards. Ice Bears will not be able to keep it in. Here comes Osman Cholak. He'll have it now, a left side drive that goes high as Podonzik got that shot. Far side boards, chased down by Hunter Wall of NIU, but Missouri State will gain control. Sam Heiseroth, 2 goals, 10 assists for the senior out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Lead pass goes to Bratton. It's tipped in, so the referee and linesman agree, no icing. Now here's puck is stolen by Heinrich Lohman of Missouri State. Lohman is there. Hunter Wall will try to grab it. Now taken away by Evans. He'll have it for NIU. A lead pass goes in to Cholak. He's pushed off the play by the Ice Bears' Matthew Gregg. Good play by Gregg. Far side board. 16.5 to go in the period. Now Missouri State with Matt Maddy. They've reunited Matt Maddy, Nikita Salnikov, and Heinrich Lohman. Here is Salnikov, left side, over to the right side. Schumacher goes behind the net. Nobody there. Sends it below to Salnikov, right to Maddy, but he missed the pass. Near side boards. Puck is out to center. Salnikov can't catch the bouncing puck. Now we're going to get a whistle for a stoppage of play. We have a Husky down in the corner. And this, trying to see who this is. I don't know if you get a better view of it from our center ice camera angle. Still not able to see, but .16:05 to go. Still don't know who this is down in front. And NIU does not need injuries. Missouri State's trainer is over. And she's looking at the player, but again, I don't know who this is. Berdonzek is right there. I'm going to go over to his bench to tell coach. And I believe they're going to help him up. And it is Nicholas Poldasak. The good sign is he's going over to the bench, although he is being helped over to the bench. And of course, the trainer is still going to take a look at him. Meanwhile, face-off is at center ice. And it's backhanded in by Gonzalez. Back down to the Missouri State zone. His like number 6, Brian Fuller, checks him behind the net. And the Ice Bears entertain the puck. It's out to center. Comes all the way down. This will be an icing call, although 2 Ice Bears beat the Husky, Zach Higgins, to the hash marks, and the officials still call it icing. So the face-off will come back into the Missouri State end of the ice. Trainer still attending to Bolasak. 15 3/4 left in the first period. No score. Fuller for Missouri State. Gets it over to Sollenbach, now to Brackbill. And he gets poke checked away by Brandon Ledyard. It goes back in the Missouri State zone. NIU with a rush. 15.5 remaining. Here come the Ice Bears. Brackbill, 3-on-3 into the zone. It's going to be a delayed offside as Brackbill had it just broken up for a moment, and racing offside was Garrett Wojcicki. 15:23 to go in the period. And the offside will bring it just outside the NIU zone. Bell in to take the draw. Gonzalez does win it. Erke will grab it and send it over to Walney. But the Ice Bears will gain possession in their own zone. Quickly get it out to Rubin. Off of his stick. Maybe he didn't even touch it. Grabbed by Northern Illinois. Quickly poke check back into the zone. Bell will chase for Missouri State. Sent all the way around by John Merlatis. He'll get it to the far side. Erke's there for NIU. Walney can't clear it. Bell has it. Shot in, save, rebound, and there is none as Walney's there to make sure he keeps everyone away. 14:47 to go in the period. And no score. Shots are 3-1 in favor of Missouri State. Bell in, so does Evans come in. Ice Bears to win the face-off. Gregg is there to keep it. Evans will bring it out. Comes past Cholak. And back in the NIU zone. Almost stolen by Bell of the Ice Bears. Now can he keep it in? He does apparently. Bell left side. Now to Rubin. Gets it back over to Gregg. Drop down in low. Bell to chase. Bell still trying to grab the puck. He has it. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Score. Hunter Cooley puts it in. Sixteenth goal of the season for Hunter Cooley. 1-0 Missouri State on a play that kind of developed a little slow. Both teams kind of playing a little sluggish here, and all of a sudden, Missouri State gets the goal as the play comes behind the net. As Cooley thinks better of it, gets the first spin-around shot. Cooley comes in, and it is a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. We'll see if we can get a better look at that for you here in a moment. Let's catch the call.
Goal scored by number 24, Hunter Saunders.
It's Cooley.
Assist on the play to number 16, Josh Bell. Time of the goal, 5:47 of the first period. That's a Missouri State Ice Bears goal.
Well, we know it's Hunter Cooley, and that's okay, Ryan. It was definitely a Hunter. Now the Ice Bears work it again. O'Brien is there. Gets past Bratton. Ledyard can't hold on to it. 13-10 to go in the period. Puck out to center. It's off of Schumacher. And here's Ledyard. Brandon Ledyard looking for his third. Gets a shot off and a save there by the Ice Bears' Brady Griffin. Puck cleared out to center. Rolls all the way down. And this is an icing call. Let's take a look at that goal once again. And as Bell gets the spin around shot, Hunter Cooley puts it in. And Missouri State has the 1-0 lead, and they just corrected that. So 1-0 Ice Bears, and immediately off the draw we get a whistle for a stoppage in play. And we'll do the face-off all again, I believe. Shots are 7-2 in favor of Missouri State, 1-0. Ice Bears on Hunter Cooley's 16th goal of the season. First period intermission, we'll have an interview with Matt Maddy. This is an interview that we did not run a couple of weekends ago. Had a special guest come in, and so this interview, unheard of, or unheard that is. It's not unheard of, but it is unheard. And we'll replay that for you first period with Matt Maddy. Now the Ice Bears break a 3-on-3 into the zone. It makes its way all the way down. And it'll be Austin Walney. Back of the Huskies zone. Quickly gets it out to Sokol. Hits the Ice Bears' Nikita Solnikov. Works to Walney right side. He breaks free. Tipped away from him. And it's Lohman. Working into the near side boards. 12:09 to go in the period. Now to Matt Maddy, who we'll talk to first period. Maddy down in low right side. Drive by Solnikov as he passed over to him. Big save there by Ezel. Now behind the net, Ice Bears with a small change, that is. Puck cleared to Lohman. And off of him and back down into the Missouri State zone. 11:43 to go in the period. Ice Bears return the puck with Maddy. 2-on-1 over to Solnikov. And he swipes at it through the air. Hunter Wall is there, but we are going to get the net dislodged. And before he could clear the puck, the whistle blows. Face-off will stay in the zone with 11:35 to go in the period. And a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. Ice Bears Division III team, they do not play until March. They will play in the regionals against a team that they know all too familiar, Wisconsin-Milwaukee, up in the ponds of Brookfield in Wisconsin, March 6th. Puck to the corner. Ice Bears hold it in, and right on the right side was Fuller to get a shot. And Ezel will hold on to that. $11:10, and the clock is still rolling. Okay, I think they finally caught that. Here's Sollenbach off the draw, up the middle, broken up defensively on a good play by Tyler Berry. Puck is cleared out to center and down into the Missouri State zone, where it'll be Griffin to hold on. 10:55 to go in the period. And a game that has started to fill out here, but it's an awfully strange feeling. And it started out very slow for both teams. 10:48 to go in the period. 8-3 in favor of Missouri State in shots, but they lead on the scoreboard 1-0. Now back in their own zone, the Ice Bears work it over to Hunter Saunders off of his stick. And Chad Lounder has the puck taken away. Tyler Berry gets it up the middle. It's broken up as the shot by Tyler Gutt is taken by Missouri State. Too far for Sollenbach. He's going to race it in. No icing. Cut off by Gutt. Now moved into the near side, and it will be kept in by Gregg of Missouri State. Ice Bears want to change. They're going to do that. Bell on the ice now. Puck held in. Nope, it is not by the Ice Bears. Brian Schumacher drives it down to Bell. Bell tried to send it over. Barry with a good stick check for NIU. Ice Bears again with some pressure, but it's taken away by Northern Illinois. Sokol asked for the puck, but Gonzalez had to gain possession. Now to Barry. Huskies in the Ice Bears zone. Quickly get a shot off. Save Griffin. Fought it off and moved it into the corner. Now behind the net with 9.5 to go in the period. 1-0 Ice Bears. Lead pass. Quickly they get it to Rubin. Off the boards and all the way down. Rubin to Chase. Looking for some help. Gets it behind to Bell. Nobody in front for Missouri State. Bell back to Rubin. Bell picks it up at the right side. Rubin's there, but instead it's Gonzalez for NIU. Now to Sokol. He'll bring it off the boards. Gets it to Erke. Mason drives it down left side. Mason still with it. Erke low along the goal line. Gets around a couple of Ice Bears. Sends it down in low. Looking for the puck now is Zachary Sokol. Puck is taken by the Ice Bears and cleared out and all the way down. Bell will pick it up for Missouri State. Bell pushes a man into the corner. Now gains control to Brown on the ice. Drive, save. Brown's stick goes flying. Brown instead will push a man out. That's Evans. And enough for Missouri State to gain possession in their own zone. Brown goes to the bench. He has no stick, but is still as yet good playing stick is still in the right face-off circle. We have lost scoring time now. Puck is now moved to the left side. Here is a drive in that misses just high and wide by Roden Evans. Near sideboards. Still don't know how much time is. The officials finally notice it and they get a whistle and a stoppage for no time. We have lost the scoreboard, which means we have also lost our time. This has happened before. It happened earlier tonight. So we have a stoppage in play until they can fix that. I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to take a quick break. We'll break back in if they get started.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology!
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Looks like they got everything fixed up, so we are underway here. 8:16 to go in the period, and a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. Ice Bears out of their own zone. They quickly get it up to Barrett. Now with the beeline on, a return from Bratton. Back to Barrett, past O'Brien, and cleared by Osmond Cholak of NIU. Back in the Missouri State zone. Ice Bears quickly get it out. Barrett across the Ice Bears barehead. He stood up there, and Tyler Gutt will intercept. He'll send it down in low. Here is a shot in. That's saved as Evans got that one off the glove of Brady Griffin and steers it aside. 1-0 in favor of Missouri State, and Griffin will cover the puck and gets the whistle. And now the clock is rolling. Okay, they fixed it. So a lot of issues going on here. I told you it just felt like a strange night tonight for some reason. Off the draw. Puck is one in, and a save by Griffin as Gutt got it right off the draw and put it in the gut of Griffin. Now we get it hand passed right through the right face-off circle. We'll do it all again. 7:21 to go in the period. And still a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. The only goal so far, Cooley is 16th. Bell with the assist. And for Bell, that is assist number 29 this year. Here come the Ice Bears. Solnikoff breaks free, trying to get it over to Maddy, and it went underneath his skate. We come the other way, 2-on-2 for NIU. Here's Gutt, right side, tried to get it to the left, broken up by Missouri State's defense of Schumacher, and here it goes to Matt Maddy. Maddy across the line to Solnikoff, and a delayed offside instead, so the Ice Bears will clear the zone. NIU with a free pass now. Higgins sends it down, and Missouri State will set it all up. Ice Bears back in their own zone. Looking a little slow in this first period compared to last weekend against Maryville. Now make that Schumacher gets pushed down. Nothing doing there. It's a 3-on-1 for NIU. Gonzalez right side. Sokol back to Gonzalez. To Sokol. He shoots, save. Rebound shot. Save again as the attempt by Higgins was stopped by Brady Griffin on a 3-on-1 for Northern Illinois. Puck is finally cleared out of the zone. Off of Maddy's, or make that Schumacher's knee, and he'll send it down. Line change for Missouri State. Sokol's the only one for NIU. He'll shoot it in and hope for some kind of a rebound for Evans, but it doesn't happen. 5:59 to go in the period. And shots are even up at 9 apiece. Missouri State tonight without Brett Houston in the lineup. They also have Derek Smith not in the lineup, and Derek was out walking today. In fact, I just saw him a few minutes ago walking right by the broadcast booth. Good to see Derek doing that. Oh, here's the puck flipping out to center, and Walney steps in front of Wojcicki. But the Ice Bears have it with Brackbill down low. Tried to get it to Wojcicki. Saunders is there to put a hit on now. Behind the net. Taken away by Merlitis. It's now NIU with it to Walney. Right side, he gets stood up by Chris Brown, who now has his stick again for Missouri State. Lead pass out to center, all the way down. Wojcicki, he tips it in, no icing. Goes to the right point. Cholak clears it out to center, and the Ice Bears will have it. Bell sets it up. Now to Wojcicki. They get fresh skates on. Here's Bell, 2-on-1 with Cooley. To Cooley, he scores! Oh no, they're going to wave it off. Immediately, the official waves it off and says it was kicked in. This is no goal. The official waves it off, saying it was kicked in. It did go off of the skate of Cooley, and I don't believe he got a stick on it. We'll see if we can look at it, but I do not believe. I believe that call is correct. Initially and immediately he waved it off. So let's take a look at it here and see. And yeah, I don't think he got a stick on it. Meanwhile, the Ice Bears are pressuring. Here's Cooley now looking for a shot. Good save by Isel. And now Northern Illinois working the puck out of their own zone. Hunter Pierce out of Fairbanks, Alaska. He has it stolen by Chad Lounder of Missouri State out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Drops it down in low. Or it's Hickory, actually, for him. Puck comes up the middle, broken up. Here's Bell through the slot, shot wide. Cooley picks it up, save, rebound. Lounder, shot, save, and it's covered up. Isel being peppered here in the first period. And had to make another few big important saves there. They've only gave him 2 shots against for a total of 13 in this period. .4:14 remaining. Puck kicked to the corner and out to center. Bratton was there. He tried to steal it. And now it's NIU's Urke down in low, looking for a pass in front, but instead it's moved to the half boards. 3:49 remains. 1-0 Ice Bears. Cooley his 16th. Bell with his 29th assist on the season. Puck cleared all the way down in the NIU zone. Icing will be the call. Icing will bring it back into the Missouri State end of the ice.
Get your merchandise, ticket discounts, and be part of a great group of people. Talk with a Booster Club member just outside the upper.
And I was just reviewing that goal. I need to maybe look at that again and see if indeed Hunter Cooley did do what the officials say he did. Meanwhile, play comes back into the NIU zone. Let's slow it down a little bit here and see. As Cooley gets the pass off of his skate, and you know, I think he did backhand that one in. I think the official got that one wrong now, and as you slow it down, you can obviously see the difference. So it's still 1-0, and Cooley only gets the one. Meanwhile, NIU with a 3-on-3 into the zone, far side. On the right is Hunter Wall, intercepted by Missouri State. Flipped out to center. Here is Barrett to chase it all the way down in low. Barrett works around Meehan. Now moved around to the near side boards. Evans can't pick it up. Barrett's there, but it's off of his stick. And Cholak gets it out to center. Lead pass goes to Prodonzek. Here's a shot that comes in up the middle, and it's held on to by the Ice Bears goaltender, Brady Griffin. 2:34 to go in the period, and a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. Face off in the Ice Bears zone. It is one, and Missouri State will turn and burn. Lead pass to Salnikov. Too far for him. He'll chase it down in low. Work it behind the net. Tyler Gutt is there. Puts a check on Lohman of Missouri State. Maddy comes in. Stolen. Given up to Maddy. Tried to get it back in front and just missed wide as he tried to send it over to Salnikov. Now it goes to Brendan Ledyard. Ledyard has room on the left side. Tried to get a shot off on a good defensive play by the Ice Bears captain, Chris Brown. Out to center and scooped up by Mirlatis. Set right back in by the Ice Bears. 1:50 to go in the period. Now it's Walney. Intercepted. The Ice Bears get onside. Fuller sends it down in low. Walney's there. Spun around into the near side boards. Heinrich Lohman pushes along the goal line. Walney to move it around. Maddy for some good measures there. 1:26 to go. Now Salnikov steals backhander. Good save there by Ezel. Now we're going to get a whistle for the first penalty of the game. It's a check from behind on Lohman as he knocked down Gonzalez. So Lohman will go, and with 1:19 remaining in the power play, in the period, it's going to be a power play for NIU. So check from behind here in the first period. 18:41. Ice Bears have it. They can't clear it. Missouri State on the penalty kill, 20 for 113, 82.3%. And they do have three shorthanded goals this season. Huskies have given up 3. Actually, they've given up 7 as I relook at my notes here. Their power play is 13.4%. Now with 50 seconds left, it's cleared and sent all the way down. Down to 39 remaining in the period. Huskies get it into the zone. Higgins is there, left side. Over to the right side now. Trying to work it to Cholak. Off of the skate of Higgins, it's out to center and sent right back in. The Ice Bears will gain possession. Gregg gives it up, and he may have drawn a penalty. I think he did. Hunter Wall gets called. It's a holding call. So the power play for this period is over. And off the drop, puck now in the NIU zone. Works its way over to Urke. Schumacher with 2 seconds, shot in, save, and that'll just almost do it. 0.4 seconds left. So what'll happen in the next period as we get the drop of the face-off, in 40 seconds of the second period, it'll be 1:04 power play for Missouri State, barring any further penalties. So the Ice Bears will have that man advantage. They do have a 1-0 lead on the goal by Cooley. His 16th, Bell with the assist. As Bell spun it around, a good save there by Ezel, but then the Ice Bears end up getting the 1-0 lead on Cooley's 16th of the season, 5:47 of the first period. Power plays, each team right now they're one opportunity. Still have to work through that. And it is a 1-0 lead at the end of one period. Now it looks like we're going to have, and Ralph, I don't know if you want to stay for this and film this, but we're going to have a little kids game going on. All right, we got the thumbs up. Excellent. So we got it.
Program. Ice Cubs, excuse me, for a nice 5-minute scrimmage here for your enjoyment in the first intermission.
So the Ice Cubs, as they're called, will be having a scrimmage. So they get the netting out. So we'll watch this for just a little bit. Oh, they're going to do the cross ice. Always fun to watch them. And here they come. Once they get situated here. Yeah, you almost don't have to move the camera. You're good to go right there as it is. Maybe zoom out just a tad. There you go. We can see the other goalie there. Always fun with the little kids. But it's up to you, Ralph, if you want to follow them. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to let you take a look at that, but we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to throw an audible here. And a man that does MediaCom 22, he also helps out and lets us pick up their camera feed when they come in here to do games for MediaCom 22. Don West came in just a couple of weekends ago, and he was elected to the Missouri State Hall of Fame. We're going to come back and replay that interview for you of Don West. We'll do that in just a moment. But we'll let you watch the game. It's all sorts of fun going on there. We'll be back. 1-0 Missouri State after 1. Your best source for awards of any kind is always Bowles Trophy House in Springfield. Trophies, plaques, medals, gifts, ribbons, and more. You get top quality and great service at Bowles Trophy House, serving Springfield and Southwest Missouri for over 40 years. Call them at 417-869-8720.
And if you need embroidery work done, logos, digitizing, and more, come to Banners and Brainstorms in Bowles Trophy House at 601 South Kimbrough.
Back at the Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Now talking with a man that has been synonymous with a lot of MediaCom 22 broadcasts, and of course they're here tonight to do this game on tape delay, but I am appreciative because I get to tap into your camera feed. But Don West is here, and Don, one of the, I think, greatest things to happen in your life, inducted to the Missouri Hall of Fame just recently. How amazing was that?
Just like you might think, Steve, it was the most incredible thing to happen to me in my career as a sports broadcaster here in town. Year number 35, and it was just incredible to get that call from Gerald Andrews, and then the whole event less than 2 weeks ago, and a tremendous class to be inducted with, including one of my Cardinal heroes, Terry Pendleton, and Ned Yost, who just stepped away from the Kansas City Royals as manager and won a World Series. I mean, what a class, and to be considered with that group was very humbling and just one of the great honors of my life.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how you get nominated, who looks at what you've done. But
I don't know either. Gerald just called me. And I kind of asked somebody one time, can you tell me who nominated me? No.
Well.
Okay, somebody was listening, I guess, and that was a good thing. So I don't know. It was just a call that came completely out of the blue to me.
You've done all sorts of sports. I mean, with MediaCom 22, there's a lot of things to do. I know you guys, I'm going to, off the top of my head, name soccer, obviously hockey, basketball, baseball, volleyball. I'm trying to think, maybe racing?
Well, I haven't done racing.
Okay.
Corey does, but I haven't.
Okay.
But football, you missed there. But
yeah, of course.
We cover the Price Cutter Charity Championship golf tournament every summer. We do Springfield Lasers tennis. And then we've done swim meets for 8 years or so with Drury and Missouri State. 11 sports total is what I've done, and just about all of them, MediaCom has been a part of them in one way or another.
It's got to be fun when you have to kind of change your brain from one sport to the other. And there's been times you've done multiple sports in one day.
Well, I did PA for baseball at Drury down at Ozark today. So here we are with hockey tonight. So yeah, you got to kind of shift gears in your head and try not to call an infield fly here tonight, and and make sure you know what you're doing. But yeah, a lot of sports, and sometimes they do overlap even through the course of a day.
It's got to be special. I know several broadcasters have been inducted. I know Dan Lucy's one that's in, and you can probably name a few other ones in your time here. I mean, my time's limited to 1999 and forward, but you've been here prior to that when there probably have been some guys that probably stick out in your mind.
The thing that was most impressive to me, Steve, is when I looked at the list of media inductees to the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame, there were fewer than 50 when I was selected. Now there's right at 50 because they're going to add some more here at the end of February in another induction ceremony. But two of my broadcasting heroes, Jack Buck and Bob Costas, are members of the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame as media members. And here in Southwest Missouri, the list is very short. It's Dan Lucy, Art Haynes, Marty Edelman, and Ned Reynolds. and they've added me to that. I mean, you talk about something that blows your mind.
Sure.
It does for me.
That's almost as amazing as having the Stanley Cup come here and being able to be on the ice and seeing that for some of the players too, and that's just another thing in itself. I know you guys came out and were able to get some footage of that too. What is one event that maybe sticks out in your mind that is just a wow moment?
Well, the greatest game I ever did was the Missouri State Lady Bear basketball team in 1992 when they went to the Final Four, and the second round game to get them to the next level, which was an overtime win at the number 1 seed Iowa, and the Lady Bears were the number 8 seed. And Lady Bears went there with 1,000 fans that were louder than the 8,000 that were there for Iowa, and won 61-60 in overtime. I said it live right on the broadcast, the most unbelievable game I've ever seen. I stick to that 28 years later. There was nothing like that. That sent us to the regional tournament in Boulder, Colorado, where they just dismantled UCLA and Ole Miss to make it to the Final Four in Los Angeles, and then played on a Saturday morning in Los Angeles at the Final Four against Western Kentucky. It didn't go the way they wanted to there, but my goodness, what a ride that was in 1992. And then the other one that comes to mind is the Battle for Bell, the first time we did that down here at Hammonds Field, right down the road. A baseball game in honor of one of my best friends, Howard Bell, who passed away of ALS in 2013. It was an exhibition. It didn't count for anything, but it was the most meaningful game to me personally that I've ever had a chance to do.
Absolutely. I can understand that whenever personal friends and things like that get into play here. Talking with Don West of Mediacom 22, partially because they're doing the game here tonight, but also because he was inducted to the Missouri Hall of Fame. And what got you into wanting to be a broadcaster?
Well, it was just an accident the first time, because a friend of mine and I decided to take a tape recorder to Metter Park when we were 18 years old, right after we graduated from high school, to just do a mock broadcast of a game involving our buddies, the Central American Legion baseball team, and I bumped into the right guy, Matt Coatney. I had no intention of him listening to a tape that I was about to make when I showed up, but he showed an interest in me as soon as he met me, and one thing kept leading to another. I let him listen to the tape. He wrote me a bunch of critiques. He said, if you want to do this, I think you have the ability to do it. Keep making tapes. I'll keep listening to them, and we'll see what happens. And then just a few weeks later, he put me on Mediacom, which used to be Telecable back then, and I was 18 still, and it was a groundbreaking moment in my life. I discovered that I like to do this, and so I've never really quit. And tonight here I reach a pretty interesting milestone. This will be my 4,000th career broadcast tonight, and so the numbers keep going up as my age keeps going up.
Well, that means you've done a lot, obviously, since 18. One of the things that I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I grew up in Southern California, so the ability to broadcast and to be on the air for me was washed out by the fact that there wasn't enough slots available and there was such high talent. How different is it being in this area to get started versus California, at least for me? I think you had a much greater opportunity at a young age to be able to do that than for someone like me growing up in California.
In that case, yes, because we had a lot of local radio stations, and you had to have that, or a TV station or a cable outlet back then, because we didn't have the internet when you and me started, or were growing up. But yeah, it was a matter of hooking up with a local radio station, again through my buddy Matt Coatney that helped me get started, and we did some high school basketball games in that first year for me, and one thing kept leading to another, and then Matt joined the Navy and recommended me to Dr. Mary Jo Wynn for the Lady Bear basketball radio job. I was 19 then when I got that one. I was an aged veteran of 1 year, and he went on into his military career and left me here to cover Lady Bear basketball, and I had that for 8 years, and that included the 1992 Final Four run, and I've just been so blessed that one door has opened after another has closed as I've walked down this road, and it's led me to here tonight and to 4,000 games and beyond anything I could have ever expected.
Don West is joining us, and I say you're with Mediacom 22 because you are, but you have worked for Meyer Communication. I mean, you work for a lot of different people in a sports broadcasting capacity, right?
Well, now, currently, I'm doing games for Mediacom and for Missouri State through the Valley on ESPN Initiative and on KOZL on local TV with Missouri State basketball, and with some high school websites at Willard and through Mike McClure at Monette and Mount Vernon, and it all adds up to, at this stage of my career, about last year I did 223 games in the school year, and it's going to be less than that this year, but it's still going to be pretty close to 200. And there's just so many more opportunities to do games now because of the internet, and it's just it's been around from broadcasting here in this area at least for about 20 years now, and it's just opened all the doors to be able to do just a whole bunch of games.
Don West is our guest. As you heard, 4,000 games tonight with an Ice Bear game. That's got to be nice because you'll remember what your 4,000th one is because you'll say, yeah, it was an Ice Bears game. Mm-hmm. So that's always nice.
The cool part is I keep track of all this at home, so that's why I know this to begin with. But number 1,000 was a Missouri State baseball game at Metter Park. Number 2,000 was a high school football game at Kickapoo. Number 3,000 5 years ago was a Drury basketball game over here at the O, and now here's hockey tonight. So it's baseball, football, basketball, and hockey on all these big milestone games. But the common denominator is every one of them is Mediacom. And that's less than half of the games I do now. It's just happened that the stars aligned. You know, it was supposed to be this way, that this was going to be the big one for me here tonight.
One question that I've always wondered, because I look back on some of the things that I've said. Was there something that you said that just you thought, did I just say that?
Oh, I couldn't pinpoint something to where I really said the wrong thing at the wrong time. I mean, I kick myself after every game because they're never perfect, and you want them to be. But no, I haven't really come out and made a horrible faux pas where I shouldn't have.
And I wasn't asking that. I was actually asking if there's something that you said that after you got done with that, you said, that was really good. Did I really say that?
Oh, something really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go back to the day that Melody Howard made 11 three-pointers in a game against Drake in 1994, and she needed the 10th of the 11 three-pointers, broke the career scoring record at SMS at the time and the single game scoring record in the same shot. And I've never had a single moment in a game that meant so much on a stat sheet as that moment did. And it's my favorite call of anything I've done in 35 years. And I've got several copies of it, of course, at home. But that one, I said, there it is. And I went from there on the day Melody Howard scored 41 points. But it was the 10th three-pointer, not the 11th one, that was the big one in that game for me. The 11th one tied the national record at the time, and she scored 41 points in the game. But that 10th one, February 19th of 1994, was the biggest single call in a game I've ever had.
Don West is joining us. Don, thanks so much for doing this. I don't know how many interviews you've done, but maybe this is a record too. I don't know.
Well, for a 2-month time frame, there's been a little bit of interest because of this Missouri Sports Hall of Fame thing. So yeah, I've done quite a few, and I love talking about sports and local sports. I love Springfield. I love sports in Springfield, and we'll talk about it at any length with anybody, anytime.
Well, Don, again, congratulations. And one quick thing I want to say when you get back over to Corey, I've noticed this before. He dresses up nice in a suit when he goes to other events, but not to a Missouri State Ice Bears game. So what is up with that? Ask him that
it's
one.
It's cold in here, man. We can't get by on a suit in the ice park. We don't have the heat lamps above us over there in our little corner.
All right, that's excusable. Don West, thanks so much for doing this. I appreciate it. And again, congratulations on induction to the Missouri Hall of Fame.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you. We'll take a break. Be back. More hockey coming up in a moment.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Hey, Springfield, are you ready for some hockey?
Here's Barrett.
Left side with the beat line on over to O'Brien. Back to Barrett. Score!
Steve Casson here, voice of your Missouri State Ice Bears. Join us at Georgia.
And it, of course, is continuing to be a strange night here. We, of course, just lost our audio feed, but we do have it back for you. So we are underway here in the second period. And Missouri State, in 25 seconds, will have a minute 4 power play. So the Ice Bears find themselves with a 1-0 lead, and they also will have a power play. Puck comes in, and it's held on to by the goaltender, Isel. Face off to the left of Isel. Off the draw, puck is cleared out and sent all the way down into the Missouri State zone, where Griffin will stop it there. He'll give it to Schumacher. Off of his stick and sent back down, and Schumacher will reset it. And with 19:01 to go in the period, it'll be NIU with Gonzalez. Stopped from him and sent right back in. Ice Bears in their own zone for Schumacher. He'll break away from things, get it up to center ice. Schumacher left side. Give it to Nikita Salnikov. He waits. 25 seconds remaining. This is power play number 2 for the Ice Bears. A short one. Schumacher up the middle. He'll send it over to the corner. Now they work it to Bratton. Here's O'Brien, drive in, save, rebound, loose, and Bratton will pick it up. 6 seconds to go on the power play. Ice Bears cycling. Now they work it to Barrett. Over to O'Brien. Drive in. Blocked. Rebound. And a shot in that's deflected. Everybody at full strength. Puck cleared all the way down. This should be an icing call. And it is an icing. 18:06 to go in the period. An icing will bring it back into the NIU zone. Once again, audio issues apparently. I think we're back up again. Meanwhile, Huggins will have it for NIU. 17:44 to go in the period. Worked over to Tyler Berry and back down to the Missouri State zone where Griffin will clear it himself. Sends it over to Garrett Wojcicki. Wojcicki's pass to Schumacher with the drive-in. Save, rebound, followed up, and it hit the back of Schumacher. It was followed up by Brackbill. 7:22 and a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. Here comes NIU. Lead pass. It goes to Wall, fighting everybody off. Wall gets a shot, and it's held onto by Griffin. So Missouri State still a 1-0 lead. Here in the second period, a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. We'll update the scoreboard for you. It is period number 2. Now Northern Illinois with some pressure. But the Ice Bears steal it, and a lead pass. Tried to hit Nikita Salnikov. Off of him, Matt Maddy will kick it ahead. And now to Salnikov, left side. Salnikov waits, circles around. 16:41 to go. Shot comes in, saved by Ezel, and he'll cover up. And Missouri State will have the face-off. It will stay in the Ice Bears zone. 16:37 to go in the period, and just a 1-0 lead. Cooley, the only goal at 5:47, is 16th of the season. Now here's a break for NIU. Wall down the right side, trying to send it over to the left for a tip, but it was too far and too hot for Roden Evans. We come the other way. Lohman for Missouri State. Wade stops up over to Salnikov. Will he get it to Heiser? No, he'll take it himself. Tried to drop it down in low to Lohman, broken up. Now it's Prodonzik with it. Over to the corner, held along the line by Maddy and chipped out to center. Oh, Maddy puts a big hit on Evans. And now we're going to get a penalty. And it will go against Missouri State. Goaltender Ezel comes out. Puck all the way down to the Ice Bear zone, touched by Missouri State. And it will be a penalty. Power play number 2 for NIU. This is a cross check, and it goes against Maddy. Second power play for Northern Illinois, and I mentioned on the power play 18 for 137, just 13.4%, but they've given up 7 shorthanded goals. Cooley comes in. He does win the draw from Evans, but it's taken by NIU. They do have control. Up high, shot in, gloved, as Prodonzik is able to get the shot off. Save there by Griffin. 15:40 to go in the period, and a 1-0 lead for Missouri State. Bell in to take the draw. They kick Evans out. Wall comes in. That's Hunter Wall. And off the draw, it is won by NIU. Ice Bears gain it. sent in by Gregg, down in low, intercepted though. Missouri State's Gregg with it, clears it out to center ice. That's as far as it goes, and it's sent right back in for Schumacher. Off the board, stays in though. Here's Wall. Gets it up the middle. Schumacher to intercept. A 3-on-1 for Missouri State. Quickly to Cooley. He races in ahead. Cooley, by the time he catches up with it, he had no room. Now Cooley still with it. Trying to poke it away from Evans. Bell to help out. Taken away from him, and it's Bordonzik who will have it, the Macomb, Michigan product. Puck comes to the left side. Sent all the way around. Now to the right side. Goes to Evans. Evans drops it down in low to Bordonzik. Over to the left side, drive, score! Hunter Wall gets it, and it's a 1-1 contest. This is a power play goal. So it is a 1-1 game. We will wait for the announcement from public address announcer Kevin Thorough on this. And I'm sure head coach Jeremy Law is not happy that his team is tied 1-1. And now here come the Huskies.
Northern Illinois goal scored by number 9, Hunter Wall. Assisted by number 72, Alec Porzondek. And number 23, Rodon Evans. Time of the goal at 5:26 of the second period. Scored on the power play by number 9. Assisted by number 72 and number 23.
That is Wall's 5th goal of the season for Hunter. The assists go to Bordonzik and to Evans. And meanwhile, goaltender Brady Griffin has to make a save. So what has become kind of a strange night, just noticed it. We've had all sorts of technical issues. Now we're having all sorts of broadcasting issues. And it's not showing any signs of stopping just yet. Face-off will come back down into the Missouri State zone. And off the draw to go to the far side. Gutt is there. Intercepted by Missouri State. They break it out to center, and they get as far as the line, and it's turned the other way. 2-on-1. Ledyard with a shot to Gutt. Save. And Griffin will hold on. And apparently players did not know that there was a whistle blown, and I don't know what they're going to do here. Are we going to get a penalty out of this? No. According to referee Mark Marzola. Referee is Mark Marzola. Andrew Watley and C.J. Lukemeyer are the linesmen. Puck cleared out to center in front of the Missouri State bench, taken away by NIU. Huskies will shoot it in. That is Pierce, that is. Over to the far side, Lohman to check it away. Tip from him, stays in the Ice Bears zone. 12:38 to go. We'll talk to Matt Maddy at the second period. Did a audible there, and instead of Maddy in the first, have him in the second. Gregg for Missouri State. He's hounded to the far side. Gutt is there, near side. Now to go to Schumacher, who will intercept. And he'll bring it out to center. Lead pass to Solnikov. Breaks free, right side. Lohman picks it up. He shoots, and he missed wide. In one swoop, he shot it. A bouncing puck, more rolling than anything. And he just got it wide of the net. Huskies, they're trying to break Hunter Wall, but instead, right side, they get it to Evans. Evans spins, trying to get it through, nobody there. And off the boards, but held in. Left side, Colin Bray with his, I believe, first or second shift. Now it's Solnikov. Off of Maddy's skate, stays in the zone. And it is Trolak to send it out. And a delayed offside for NIU. They'll line change. Here's Schumacher. Leads it to Bell. Across the line. Bell works it. Right side. He shoots and he misses. 11-12 to go in the period. And what's turning out to be kind of a fast hockey game. Here's NIU. Gonzalez, left side, off of his stick. Bell is there for Missouri State. Cooley to bring it out, and it's sent right back in by Bray. Now Gonzalez works in with his like number 6 of the Ice Bears and Brian Fuller. It's off to center, and here comes a 2-on-2 for Hunter Cooley along with Josh Bell. Cooley down the middle, broken up from him. Bell will spin around. Now Alex Rubin on the ice. Here's a left side drive by Fuller. Rebound to Rubin. Over to Bell, down low, shot in, save. As Ezel's making a couple of good saves here. They're saying it's 23-16 in shots, but I think Ezel's faced a lot more than that. Although, I'm not the official scorer. Up the middle, here's a shot in, right side, scores! Rubin puts it in. Rubin will get the goal, and Missouri State takes a 2-1 lead as Rubin was just there on the right side to poke it home. And as I mentioned, he is one of the hottest players for Missouri State, number 10 for Rubin this season. And the Ice Bears take the lead again here in the second period. Meanwhile, we get a stoppage in play, and Griffin will hold on to it. Rubin with his 10th goal of the season, 3rd in scoring for Missouri State. We'll catch the call in a moment from Kevin Thurrow, who is now back doing his public address duties.
Ice Bears goal scored by number 79, Alex Rubin. Assisted by number 16, Josh Bell. And by number 24, Hunter Cooley. Time of the goal at 9:47 of the second period. Scored by number 79, assisted by number 16 and number 24.
So a 2-1 lead for Missouri State now as we get the icing to bring it back into the NIU end of the ice. (24-17). They've updated the shots, but again, I still don't think that's correct. Gregg off the draw, sends it down in low, gets it over to Nikita Solnikov, now to Schumacher, but instead they go up to tie to Gregg, save, rebound, loose, and cleared by Kyle Meehan on the ice now for NIU. Ice Bears steal right up the middle. It is Brandon Ledyard to intercept and clear it out to center, and the Ice Bears will regroup. 2-1. Missouri State. Cooley his 16th in the first period at 5:47. Wall his 5th, that's Hunter Wall, at 5:26 of the second. Then here at 9:47, Rubin is 10th for Missouri State. Puck cleared out to center. Schumacher to intercept. Ice Bears get it along the Missouri, or make that the NIU line. They bring it into the zone. Now Solnikov spins around, shot in, more of a pass, and it goes to Maddy, who tips it up and right into the goaltender's glove, so he'll hold on. 8:33 to go in the period, and Missouri State is 3 away from fans getting Andy's Frozen Custard. Andy's is our sponsor, and every time the Ice Bears score 5 goals, they can turn their ticket in at Andy's either tonight or the next night for $1 Sunday. Puck come right in along the ice, big save, and Lounder couldn't poke it home. Ezel with another big save, and the Ice Bears were on the doorstep. Now they turn and burn again. Saunders left side across the line. Saved by Uzel off his glove. Goes to the far side. Sollenbach is there. To the point. Fuller with a drive. Missed just wide. 8:09 to go in the period. 27-17 now the shots. 2-1 as the fans finally starting to yell, "Let's go Bears," but here is Wall. Hunter breaks free. Right side, he could tie it. Poked away. Rebound in front. Shot save as Cholak got the drive, but then a hooking call will be made. Standing his ground was the Ice Bears' Brady Griffin on that, but being called for hooking is Brian Fuller. It's still 2-1 Missouri State, but Fuller gets the hooking call. Power play number 3 now. So another power play. Ledyard will set it up. Gets it up high to Perdonzik. Now to Ledyard. Perdonzik again. Shot in. Save. That went through the wickets and just missed the left side. Right past Chuck. Or take that back. I meant Griffin. Brady Griffin is in, the senior, out of Glen Carbon, Illinois. Now Ledyard. He waits. He shoots right up the middle, and Griffin will hold on. .7:25 to go in the period. 1:36 remaining in the power play. Bell comes in, cannot win it. NIU, they'll have it. Perdonzik to Wall. Cross ice, they get it over to Walney. Now Walney, right, left side that is, drops it down in low to Cholak. Now to Walney. He shoots, blocked, and Heiserot clears for Missouri State. Sends it down with 1:16 remaining in the power play. 7:03 to go in the period. And Missouri State has 1:07 to go in the penalty kill. Now Evans through some traffic, broken up, and trying to get his stick was Rubin, and now he has it. Rubin will bring it all the way down into the NIU zone. Rubin looking for some help, over to Bell, off of Bell. And NIU with possession. Perdonzik. Alec comes out of Macomb, Michigan. Now cross ice pass. Gets down in low. Behind the net, looking for a backhander was Walney, and it's cleared out to center with 28 seconds remaining. Mostly freshmen on this club, with the exemption of Zach Higgins, who's a sophomore, Brandon Ledyard, who's a sophomore, senior Brad Krauser, who's not playing, Tyler Gutt's a sophomore, but everyone else are freshmen. Puck cleared back down into the NIU end. 2 seconds to go. Power play has expired. Now Sokol drives it down in low. Schumacher to intercept. Gets it as far as the NIU line, and it's sent right back into the Missouri State zone. Quickly for Gregg. Outlet pass. Gets to Sokol. He'll serve it up to the near side boards. Tipped to the point. Schumacher breaks it up and gets it out. Now to Barrett. Across the line. Bratton moved away from him. Schumacher to the left side. Spins it down around. Now Schumacher with it to the right side. Heiserot drive-in is blocked. Bouncing puck. Up the middle. Zane O'Brien lost it, and here's NIU with a 2-on-2. They work it to Erke. Now down the middle, looking for to Sokol. And it's behind the net. Bratton will have it. Over to Heiserot. Ice Bears to O'Brien. Now from Bratton to Barrett. And it's broken up right in front of the NIU bench, but then a spin-around shot as it makes its way up the middle. And Chris Brown will get the goal. It squirted up the middle from the corner, and Chris Brown gets it for Missouri State. And the Ice Bears will take a 3-1 lead. This is where it starts. As it comes in the zone, well, we don't get a good view of that. Here we go, and there's the pass that was partially deflected, and there's Brown with it. And Missouri State has the lead. We'll see if we can get a better view of that one. Let's catch the call.
By number 18, Chris Brown. The assists are pending on the play. Time of that goal at 15:23 of the second period. Scored by number 18. That's a Missouri State.
So the Ice Bears with Brown at least getting it. And that is the captain's 6th goal of the season. Again, we will see if we can get a better look at that after coming into the corner there. So Missouri State now all of a sudden has a 3-1 lead. And they're looking for more. Let's take a look at that last goal. I think we've got it here for you. Now there's Brown getting it. See if we can give you a little better look at it. There it is coming out of the corner, and Brown just winding and putting it past the goaltender. And NIU comes back off the draw, and they get a goal, and they're within one once again. So for Missouri State, they are not playing like a team right now that wants to win a hockey game. This one comes right off the draw. And it goes up over the glove of the goaltender and in the net. And I believe it's going to be the second goal for Wall, but we'll wait to see here in the second period. But it's 3-2.
Northern Illinois goal scored by number 23, Roden Evans, assisted by number 32, Nick Podlasek. Time of that goal at 16:39 of the second period, scored by number 23, assisted by number 32.
So the good thing about that is Podlasek, who I believe was the player that was down earlier and had the Ice Bears trainer look at him, is the one that got the assist, so that's a good thing. Meanwhile, the Ice Bears are putting some pressure on NIU. But it's Northern Illinois. They'll work the puck out, sends it all the way in on goal, so no icing, but Griffin will make the save.
Hey fans, Bambinos wants to invite all Missouri State fans to stop by before or after the game for great food and a fun atmosphere at Bambinos Cafe. Great food.
So it's 3-2 now.
Your neighborhood and a proud sponsor of our second intermission Shuck and Puck contest. If you're taking a place in that contest, please.
And I'm sure a lot closer than head coach Jeremy Long would like to have, considering Missouri State just played and swept Oklahoma earlier at number 16.
Fans, your attention please. The primary assist
On that second Northern Illinois goal, now awarded to number 34, Kyle Meehan.
So one assist is given on the additional assist. We'll have to get caught up with all of this. And I'm not sure exactly where they are changing that one to. If they are giving the Evans goal that, but meanwhile, Missouri State with some pressure. Shot comes in, we're going to get a penalty. And it goes against O'Brien. So Zane will get called. And are we going to get both? Looks like we're getting both. We get a rough and a cross check. And it looks like Higgins will go in. Rough to O'Brien. Cross check to Higgins here in the second period. Well, we'll get caught up with everything in the second period. 1:10 to go. Second period intermission, that is. Shots 29-23 in favor of Missouri State. They lead on the scoreboard by a count of 3-2. But here is a good opportunity in front for Evans. And as he gets a shot off, we get a whistle for the puck being tipped. So face-off will stay in the zone of Missouri State. And it looks like that's what it is. On the Evans goal, so Podlasek is not apparently okay. They're going to give that to Meehan. And on Brown's goal, they're going to give the assist to Jordan Bratton. So those are the assists that are caught up. We'll go over everything for you. Meanwhile, 39 seconds left. And with the 4-on-4 remaining, a lot of ice out there. Now 17 remains. Shot by Urke is blocked. 9 seconds. And that'll do it for the period.
Missouri State Icebreakers lead the Huskies of Northern Illinois by a score of 3-2.
Shots on goal in the period.
23 in favor of the Missouri State Icebreakers.
16 for a two-period total on Esel for a two-period total of 29. And 11 on Griffin for a two-period total of 23. We're going to take a break, and then when we come back, I want to talk to one of the Ice Bears players coming up in just a moment. And it's going to be an interesting one. We'll do that in just a second. And we'll talk with Derek Smith of Missouri State. 3-2 Missouri State after 2 periods of play.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Steve Casson, joined by a special guest. And Derek, I am absolutely happy to know that you are up and on your feet. In case you didn't know it, Derek Smith. Derek, describe it. It was just a simple, innocent play in the corner.
Yeah, it was just a routine hit, and oh, that's loud.
Here, let's get you. There we go.
Hear me now?
Yeah, we're good.
So yeah, it was just a routine hit, and I took it, unfortunately, knee to thigh or back of his butt, and hit my thigh, and I felt it right away, and I knew something was wrong. And I went back to the bench and told the trainers that something's wrong. And then so I told them to give me a little bit, and then I finished the game, played throughout the game, and then after the game I told up to my parents, I was like, something's wrong here, and they're like, well, let's see what happens here in the next couple of hours. Let's go get a bite to eat, and we'll figure it out. And I had a bite to eat, and I was like, I gotta go to the hospital. Something's wrong here. And people say you know your body best, and and I just knew something was wrong right away, and. Yeah.
So the story I heard was that Jackie, our trainer, came out and she had talked to you, and you had told her about your background.
So the story on the news isn't true.
Okay, so let's get the real story.
So the real story is I went back to the bench. I told Jackie that something's wrong with my leg. We all thought it was just a deep bruise. Try to walk it off a little bit. And then I told him to give me a couple shifts. I'll sit out. And then unfortunately OU scored. I believe it was OU scored, and it was like 4-3 or something like that, or 4-2. Something. They scored, and it was like 8 minutes left or something like that. And I was like, oh man, I need to get back out there. And so I told Jackie I was good, and I told McClue that I was good, and I went back out there and played I think like 3 more shifts to finish the game because they pulled the goalie the last minute or something like that. I played that shift, and that's the actual story of what happened. I don't know how that story came out on the news, but it's not true.
So take us through the time after the game and when you were sitting down eating. I assume it was feeling not good?
Yeah, it was super painful. My thighs started to swell up pretty big. And my dad's like, well, let me see it. And I showed my dad my thigh, and it swelled up to like a watermelon, way 2 times bigger than my left thigh. He's like, yeah, we need to get you to the hospital. And so we just went to the hospital, and even the first doctor saw it, and he didn't know what it was. And he's just like, we're just going to give you some ice and bandage, and you might just have a deep bruise. And luckily, one of the doctors who was a surgeon, my surgeon, that was going to be, came in and looked at it, and he said, hey, man, this guy needs surgery, and this guy could have, what they call upper compartment syndrome. So I had an X-ray to make sure my femur wasn't broken. I didn't think it was broken. And then I had an MRI, and the MRI showed that I had a giant blood clot or contusion, or hematoma, and that I needed to have emergency surgery that morning. That next, because this was at probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and I needed to have surgery that morning. So I had surgery, I think, around 6 in the morning or something like that. And yeah, that's pretty much the real story.
So if that doctor, what was the doctor's name again?
His name was Dr. Volgus.
If it wasn't for him, things could be much different.
Yeah, so he's I'll give the credit to that guy. He was the real main key factor. And, of course, I would have probably gone to another hospital, but that guy definitely could have he's the guy that probably saved my leg because...
Not to mention your life.
Yeah, with blood clots and, it being a blood clot and hematoma, and when that blood fills up, it can turn into upper compartment syndrome. And
have you ever had this issue before?
So I had this issue once before, not as severe as this, probably about 7-8 years ago. I didn't have to have surgery then or anything like that. It was never as severe as this, but just luckily that doctor came in and said, hey, we need to take a look at this guy, because we were about to sign out and go home. So luckily for that guy.
How many minutes do you feel you were away from literally walking out of that hospital?
15, 10. We're pretty much, they just came back and said, hey, your insurance was good. And, they're starting to give me ice bags and wrap it. And if you don't know, ice bags are really bad for blood clots. And so yeah, probably 10 to 15 minutes away.
So at this point, this is going to be a guy that you'll be talking to every year and saying thank you, right?
Yeah, so I'm actually seeing him next Monday for a little checkup, and I'll definitely show my appreciation for the guy.
Then, of course, you have the surgeries, 3, I think, at least?
Yes, sir, 3. 3 in the matter of a week. So I had surgery Saturday morning, and I think I had surgery Monday and Thursday.
So you're up and walking around. That's a good thing. Let me ask you this. Are you going to play hockey again?
It's definitely in the discussion. Nothing's case closed, but I'm looking at, my career and stuff like that. And, this is a game, and I do play it for fun, but I do want to do other stuff in life than play hockey.
Like criminology, I believe. That's one of the things you want to do.
Yes,
sir. Unfortunately, you may have to start that early if you can't play, but that's always a good thing to have happen.
Yeah, I kind of already started. I'm working with Missouri State already on a case and with the Midwest Innocence Project, and so I've kind of already started. But yeah, hockey's still in the questions for next year, but nothing's case closed yet.
Derek Smith, it's good to have you up and walking around. And I know when I left after I saw you, I think the entire team came in. I don't know how they fit in your room, but you had a solo room, and I'm sure it was packed with a bunch of guys in there.
Yeah. Look, I want to give a big shout out to everyone that came and saw me, and all the support, especially you, Mr. Casson, that all came and saw me. That was, I won't lie, a pretty rough stage in my life, and without the support of the community, I don't know what I would have done. A bunch of people saw me, not just my team. Fans, friends, even friends of friends came and saw me. And it was awesome to see all the support that I got from everyone.
Well, you definitely deserve it.
I appreciate it.
All right, Derek Smith, glad to see you up and walking around. No crutches or anything. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
great. It's not supposed to be, but we'll keep
okay,
that.
yeah, yeah, sorry. They're over there in the corner. Yeah, that's it. All right, Derek, thanks so much.
Yeah.
We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have that interview with Matt Maddy in just a moment.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Back at the Stan Melton Ice Arena, Jordan Valley Ice Park, Steve Casson now talking with Matt Maddy of Missouri State, the senior, 5'11", 190 from St. Charles, Missouri. And Matt, your senior year, is this going to be it for you? You're gonna play another year?
College-wise, I think I'm done. I've been to 3 different colleges, so I think it's time for my whole college thing to end after my senior year.
Well, then that leads me to my next question. What are you going to be when you grow up?
Not too sure yet. I'm getting just a general business degree here, so I'm not too sure what the job career has for me after this. I am, as of right now, going to try to play some type of pro hockey, hopefully overseas next year, but we'll see from there.
Well, that's always a good thing, especially overseas. That'll I think that would be something that not only would I love to do, but I think everyone would love to do.
Yeah.
Any idea where you might want to play?
I've been looking into Sweden, Switzerland, and then Poland right now. Just up in the air so far. I don't know how the whole pay and all that stuff works. You need a visa in some of those teams, but I really just want to try to do as much as I can while I'm still young. I don't want to jump into a job that I'm gonna hate. So
sure.
As long as I can keep trying to play hockey, at least for another year, I'm going to try to.
So is this post-graduation, or are you just going to head over there and go?
No, post-graduation. I'm going to finish school, do the whole graduation with my parents, get them real excited that I'm done. And then
they don't have to pay for it anymore, right?
Yeah, I think that's the big reason why.
And then head over there. That'll be fun. I think their season is in the wintertime too, correct?
Yeah. The only one that's really different is like New Zealand. Theirs is opposite from us. So if I was to go there, their winter is our summer. But yeah, the other ones are all pretty much the same.
Got it, because it's obviously north of the equator, like we are.
Yep.
Matt Maddy is joining us. Do you remember your earliest time when you got on skates?
Oh, I think my mom taught me when I was 3 years old. She taught me how to rollerblade, and then I kind of figured out ice hockey from there.
So it was your mom that taught you this time?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to, mess with my dad a little bit here, but I still to this day think he doesn't know how to skate. So, yeah, my mom's been the big contributor to my hockey career really starting, going from there.
So you paid attention to Mom mostly than Dad.
Yeah, Dad bought me a stick, Mom got me the skates, and so I figured out how to skate, and then my dad kind of just taught me how to hold a stick, and I went on from there.
That is pretty funny. Now, how long were you on rollerblades before you decided, okay, ice is a better way to go?
I think when I turned 12 was the first year I played ice hockey. And I couldn't figure out the whole stopping thing in ice hockey, really.
Which seems so different because it seems like hockey is so much easier than rollerblading.
Yeah. I mean, now that I look back on it, I'm like, wow, ice hockey is, skating-wise, it's a little easier now to stop and all that than rollerblades.
Well, and it's just transfer of weight, which with rollerblades I can understand because you don't you don't
slide,
really, you don't really transfer your weight per se.
Yep.
You kind of want to adjust So it's got to be a tough situation to try to do that. But do you find yourself can you do both now?
Yeah. I play roller in the summers. I'll play some tournaments with a couple guys back at home. But other than that, it's just ice hockey. It's been ice hockey, since I've been probably 15. Haven't really played too much roller.
Matt Maddy is joining us of Missouri State. Favorite NHL team?
I'm going to go with the St. Louis Blues.
Gotta be. You're from St. Charles, so it would have to be. Do you remember growing up and kind of looking at a player and saying, I'm going to be just like him?
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I was real into the Red Wings when Brett Hall was there. And Brett Hall was my my go-to player. And then, as I got, a little bit older and the new guys came in, Ovechkin's been my favorite by far. But, I'm still a diehard Blues fans and always will be.
So really nobody particular or specific from the Blues or anything like that?
Not really. I mean, I think the Blues have just kind of been like, that grimy, the muck and grind type team. They got Tarasenko, some all-stars, but, really other than that, not one particular player.
Is it fair to say that they are the last of kind of the big shove it down your face kind of, LA won 2 cups, they were that way.
Yep.
Chicago won 3 cups actually, they were that way. And Washington won a cup, but I think they were the exception to the rule, and now you've got the Blues. So 3 of the 4 teams that have won cups have kind of been like that shove it down your throat kind of team.
Yeah, I can't really think of anybody else, maybe San Jose Sharks, but I don't ever want them to win the Stanley Cup.
Well, the only thing they've done is made it to the finals. That's been it.
Yeah. I think the Blues are really that last team that was, really gave it to all the haters out there and said, we can do this.
And right now, I know they've kind of faltered here the last 7 games or 2-5, but they're still doing well.
Yeah, they're still top 10. I think so in the league.
I think top 3 or 4 depending on what happened last night.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 teams that are all tied with points, so it's it's kind of hard to judge who's in what.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a different kind of scenario for them this year, but hopefully the couple stay here.
Yeah.
And wasn't it a blast, or what were your thoughts and feelings when the cup came here to Jordan Valley Ice Park?
Yeah.
You guys got to have a picture with it, got to touch it in kind of a private setting. How amazing was that?
Yeah, I mean, that was probably one of the coolest experiences I had. I mean, a little selfish on my part, but I made sure I was right by the cup in that picture. So, I mean, I wanted to touch it, look at it, soak it all up in as long as I could.
Yeah, it's something that I don't think a lot of people, except for probably hockey fans or people that know hockey, understand what that means.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that is probably one of the greatest trophies in all of sports, I would have to say. I mean, that's a battle to get that thing, and it's by far the coolest trophy in my opinion.
Absolutely, I'm 100% with you. I mean, you saw the Lombardi trophy, and no offense to it. I mean, go Chiefs, but that thing you can hold in one hand.
Yeah, I mean, geez, come on. Get a little bit better than that.
Absolutely. Matt Maddy is joining us of Missouri State. Have you had that moment? Have you ever had that, you're holding the cup, skating around the ice? I'm sure everyone's had that, but did you have that growing up?
Yeah, really. I mean, 2 years ago, back when I was at Adrian, when we won the national championship and I got to hold that trophy up, that's probably the only thing that comes close to even, being a 4-year-old in my driveway thinking I'm winning the Stanley Cup. But yeah, that was probably one of the coolest moments of my, hockey career is when we won nationals.
Speaking of Adrian, I know that you transferred from there. What made you kind of think about Missouri State?
I just, all of my, real good friends from back at home, St. Charles area, went here. Like Brendan Anderson, he graduated last year. I was real good friends with him. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just finish, my college career with, the friends that I really enjoyed playing with and being around with. It's been a great time ever since I've been back.
Is it fair to say that this is kind of like one big group? Sam Heiserwood, I think, called it a brotherhood at one time.
Yeah, I mean, there's, you'll get teams where they have different cliques, different groups. But here, I mean, all 28 guys are together. And you might have one guy who's, got something going on that night. But for the most part, we're always together, always, at each other's houses hanging out.
Except for the goalies. I've heard they're kind of strange, right?
Yeah, don't tell Shuck that. He gets a little offensive at that. But, yeah, the goalies are a little, little weird. But
trust me, as a goalie myself, I've gotten that many times.
Yeah.
But and goalies are the ones that really, I mean, it amazes me how it's 5 minutes before warm-ups. You don't even have anything on. And I look out and, you're on the ice.
Yeah.
It takes 5 minutes to get dressed. Goalies, it takes an hour.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They got to get ready, put so much stuff on all those straps and the pads. It's like, oh, my.
It is, it's when you've got the Velcro ones, those are kind of nice. When you've got the straps and the hooks and everything like that, those are kind of a pain.
Yeah.
And I went from pads that I think, I kid you not, probably had 9 different type of straps to about 3 or 4 with some Velcro. Amazing.
Yeah.
So much difference.
Big game changer there.
Do you have, as we're talking with Matt Maddy of Missouri State, do you have any kind of pregame ritual, something that you like to do before you get going?
I always tend to get dressed around the 12-minute mark right before we go out for warm-ups. I don't know why. That just seems to be my time. And I always got that superstition that I put the whole right side of my gear on before the left side. Still to this day, I have no clue why, but that's just what I do.
Some people kind of like the, how do I say it? They like the, I guess, adrenaline rush of trying to get ready right up until game time.
Yeah.
And can't sit around. Is that maybe what you kind of?
Yeah, I will say Josh Bell is probably the one who pushes the limits to the most there. He gets ready in 4 minutes or something. But, I'm probably just a little, step or two in front of him. But, yeah, I don't enjoy sitting in the locker room with all my gear on. I kind of, like, my feet getting numb. I just kind of get, a little bored there. So I just like, get it all on and go out and go warm up.
Josh Bell is joining us. You have brothers, sisters?
I have one brother. He lives in Kansas, but no sisters.
Does he play hockey?
No, he was never a sports guy.
Does he watch your games at least?
Every now and then, if my parents, are with him, or he's back at our house in St. Charles, he'll watch it with my mom and dad. But other than that, it's me calling him, telling him how the game went.
I know you mentioned going over to the European side of things. That's going to be different, wider rink.
Yep.
All that kind of stuff. Have you kind of set your mind to that whole idea that there's going to be a lot more ice out there?
Yeah, I've when I played juniors, I played with a lot with the European guys, so they always told me, oh man, these rinks are huge. There's not a whole lot of hitting, because you're going to tire yourself out. But there was a couple rinks, the old Chesterfield rink, they had the Olympic size pad, so I skated on there quite a bit as a kid. I'm used to the bigger ice, but definitely not as what I'm used to here.
Matt Maddy is joining us. Matt, at the end of interviews, I always wish players more goals, so I wish you more goals for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And, just throw one in one of these days. I want to call one of yours, okay?
Yeah,
so
for sure. Hopefully, we'll get some here in the next couple days.
Exactly. All right. Well, thanks so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Matt Maddy at Missouri State. We'll take a break. Be back for hockey coming up.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Back at Stan Melton Ice Arena, Jordan Valley Ice Park, Steve Casson with you as Missouri State has a 3-2 lead, and it was great to see Derek Smith of Missouri State come by. In fact, I'm going to try to see if I can get a quick pic of them. As they wait, we get a big smile and a big thumbs up. All right. Good to see him back and to know the real story, the real rest of the story, so to speak. Did not know that. But we know it now, and we also know that period number 3 is underway. There's 34 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4 situation for both clubs. But the Ice Bears gain possession in the NIU zone. Brown drops it down low to Cooley, up the middle, and Ledyard will intercept. Ledyard's pass makes its way to Mason Erke. Erke gets a shot that sails wide, and it's out to center. Here's Bell. Bell over to Brown. Tipped by Bell as they do the give and go. Miss wide. Goes to the corner. Schumacher down in low. Gets it behind the net. Bell is there. Checked off. And Cooley's there. We're back at 5-on-5. Taken away from him by Barry of NIU. Barry's pass out to center, intercepted by Brown of the Ice Bears. Lead pass just a little bit too far for Rubin. No icing. Intercepted by Tyler Barry out of Edwardsville, Illinois. His pass comes out to center, and the Ice Bears will intercept and regroup and get it in across now from Rubin to Bell. Up the middle, here's Barrett. He'll work it. Instead of giving it to Rubin, kick it out low. Now back down to Bell. Bell is covered by Barry of NIU. Bell from Missouri State. Spins around, gets around Barry. Now to Rubin. Off the back of the net. Over to the corner. Chopped at by Kolak, but it's held in along the line by the Ice Bears' Matthew Gregg. Down in low, a backhander by Rubin, intercepted by NIU. Lead pass to Evans, too far for him. It's out to center, and the Ice Bears regroup and spoon it all the way around to the near side boards. Now to Barrett, who lets it go to Bratton. Around Evans, but instead it hits a stick, and now it's intercepted by Barry. 18-19 to go in the period. Ice Bears have it in front. Teisero with a shot that misses. Missouri State putting on the pressure. 18 minutes to go in the third period. Puck flipped off of Gregg and out and down, and now here's Hunter Wall. Wall with it. Wall to work it to the corner. It's the Ice Bears who have possession. They bring it out, and here's a lead pass, and it goes to Zane O'Brien. Zane this year has been snake bitten, just 3 goals this season. Puck to the near side boards, and it is Fuller to hold it along the line. It's good. This might be a hand pass, but no, it's touched by Bratton, and that denies the hand pass to O'Brien. Down in low, Barry breaks it up for NIU. Near side boards, Fuller drops it off the back of the boards. Lohman finishes his check. Wall has it. His pass is intercepted. Lohman has it. He shoots up high and misses. Rebound O'Brien, and as he looked for the bouncing puck, it went by him on the right side. Evans intercepts. He'll have it for NIU. Evans across the line. Near side. Evans in the Missouri State zone. Lounder pushes him around behind the net. It's grabbed away from him and sent by Walney going wide. Rides its way out. And Walney with it. He'll position it to the red line. Now Sokol. Erke. He'll roll it over and gets it to the far side. It's delivered out to center to Nikita Salnikov. Poke checked from him and maneuvered to the near side by Gonzalez. 16:24 to go. Turned over now, and the Ice Bears will intercept. Lounder drives it down to the right side to Wojcicki. Almost intercepted, and is intercepted by Gonzalez of NIU, and out to center. Pass Sokol. Tipped off of Gonzalez's stick, and the Ice Bears will regroup. 15:55 to go in the period. Cooley, Rubin, Brown, Wall for NIU, and Evans for NIU. 15:41 to go. Fans getting a little impatient now. They're wanting something to happen here. $15:26 remaining. And Missouri State has a 1-goal lead. Buck hit center and sent all the way back down to the Missouri State zone. After Esel had made a save with his pad. Now the Ice Bears work it out. Across the line to Cooley. Brackbill trails. He brings it in. Higgins is there. Cooley sweeps at it. It is followed down the line, and Missouri State will shift it around to Bell. Down the middle, Bell shoots, and a save by Esel. He'll hold on. 14:35 to go in the period. And still a 3-2 lead for Missouri State. Face-off is won. Bell, but instead it's Berry to get it to the corner. Or Bray, that is, Colin Bray. Puck drops down. Bell is there. Bray, nice poke check away from Rubin. And he's able to clear it on the backhand, all the way down. Griffin tried to get it up quickly. Cooley has it. And it's at center now, where it will be Osman Cholak out of Kazan, Russia. Here's Cooley down the middle. Torn away from him. And now Bray out to center. Cholak, he'll work it across the line. Now left side, backhander in front, score! Hunter Wall gets his second goal of the game, and it is 3-3. Goal number 6. And it's a 3-3 game, and we'll have to update the scoring for you. Apparently, it is not 3-1, it's 3-3. State has come back to get tied here in this contest at 3-3.
Northern Illinois goal scored by number 9, Hunter Wall. Assisted by number 24, Colin Bray, and number 23, Roden Evans. Time of the goal at 6:16 of the third period, scored by number 9, assisted by number 24 and number 23.
So a 3-3 contest. Face off in the Missouri State zone. 32-26 are the shots. Scrum for it behind the net. Pushed along the near side boards. And the Ice Bears trying to gain possession. They do. Brown does. To Salnikov, 2-on-2. Salnikov down the middle, has it left side. Oh, great move, he scores! What a move by Nikita Salnikov as he puts the moves on coast to coast. And Salnikov gets goal number 12 And Missouri State takes the lead again. It's 4-3. So a little burst of energy from Salnikov as Missouri State really needed that. As the Ice Bears almost got another one, but let's catch the call.
Scored by number 90, Nikita Salnikov. Assisted by number 18, Chris Brown. Time of that goal at 7:47 of the third period. Scored by number 90, assisted by number 18. That's a Missouri State Ice Bears goal!
As you hear it from Kevin Thurow. But the Ice Bears now have a 4-3 advantage. And they're looking for more. Delayed offside. Missouri State lets it go. Now they steal the puck. Lohman, he shoots, pad save, rebound. Not in position was Wilczewski. And it's cleared back out to center. Wilczewski gets onside, pick up the puck. Across the line, in the zone, Deeks to the right. Backhanded in, intercepted though by Evans. Puck is cleared out to center. And along the Ice Bears Bearhead, Evans will intercept for NIU. Brings it in, 3-on-2. Evans to follow it up. Intercepted by Missouri State. And taken by Hunter Saunders. Now across the line, it goes to Wojcicki. Wojcicki shot up high, sails over the net. Now to Sam Heiseroth as Wojcicki's in front, but it's gloved by Ezel. He'll hold on. 10:35 to go in the period. On what a beauty of a goal by Nikita Salnikov. Just breaks by the defense, nice move, and cuts back to the left. And the Ice Bears have the lead once again. Now right off the draw, Rubin fans on it, just going wide. Would have had an open corner to the left. Bell pushes in hard. Bell to work the puck. Getting hooked, and now it is out to center after Gonzalez did. He sends it down into Urke. Urke kicks it around. Still working for it. Up the middle. Shot in, save, rebound, and oh, what a big save. As the initial shot came to Higgins, and then right on the doorstep was Brandon Ledyard. And with authority putting the pad down was the Ice Bears goaltender, Brady Griffin. Ralph, if you don't mind centering the play just a little bit, that would be perfect. There you go. Give fans a little bit more room there at the top. 9:57 to go in the period. And a 4-3 lead for Missouri State. Bratton will bring it across the line. After he waits and spins around. Look to drop it off down in low. Gives it to Bratton up the middle. O'Brien shot up high and missed. Now Bratton again. This time a shot in and it hits the pad. It came off the stick of Gregg. It hit the pad of Ezel, then the cross or the post, and went out. On the line, it's held in. Ice Bears have it. Momentarily, it's off of Bratton's glove, and Missouri State regains to Barrett across the line. He shoots up high, off the glass, down in low, behind the net to the corner, and it's cleared. 9:03 to go in the period. Here come the Ice Bears, 2-on-0. Bratton, he shoots, and a save by Ezel. Right in between the pads, he's able to hold on to it. 8:56 to go in the period. And the Ice Bears still with a make that a 1-goal lead. Don't forget our next broadcast. Missouri State, Northern Illinois. We'll have it for you right here on Web Sports Radio. We hope you'll tune in for that one tomorrow from Jordan Valley Ice Park. Off the draw. It is Sam Heiseroth trying to work the puck. Wall will have it. And he will work it across the line in the Missouri State zone. Ice Bears regain possession, but as they carry the puck out, they're going to get called for interference. Sam Heiseroth will get it. And it's another power play with a chance to tie this contest for NIU. Their fourth. 5 penalties, 10 minutes assessed to Missouri State. On the power play, 13.4%, 18 for 137. The Ice Bears on the penalty kill, they've allowed 20 out of 113, 82.3. Shot by Higgins blocked. He gets it again. Sends it to the left dot. Now a shot by Cholak is also blocked. Higgins there. He brings it down all the way behind the net. 1:33 to go on the power play. It's rallied up top. Up high, a one-timer missing wide by Walney. Now the Ice Bears intercept. Here is Salnikov, or make that Bell, that is. Bell with it, shorthanded. Bell, he sweeps at it, and a good save by Ezel. Where is it? It's loose. Cooley, he'll work it. Shorthanded for Missouri State. The Ice Bears have drawn a penalty, a slashing call. Cooley gets slashed, and Missouri State, for at least 102, has killed the power play. Wall will get called for slash. 3 penalties, 6 minutes for the Huskies. For Missouri State, 5 penalties, 10 minutes. Rubin to win the draw for Missouri State. Up high, and Fuller will send it down. Kept in by Lohman. Into his skates. Ice Bears to work the puck on the power play. Shot in, and Ezel will gobble that one up by Fuller. .7:14 remaining in the third. Again, what has relatively been a quick game between these two teams. Aside from all of the technical difficulties and the strange vibe that it's been here tonight. Rubin for Missouri State behind the net. Trying to work it up to Lohman. Tipped away from him and chased by Brian Fuller, the St. Peter's product. He's not able to keep it in. Ice Bears Lohman. Heinrich Lohman out of Gavald, Sweden. Here comes Lohman, left side, right into the glove of Ezel. He'll hold on. In 10 seconds, Missouri State will have about a 58-second power play. That'll be number 3. Bratton to take the draw from Ledyard, and it's won immediately, and the Ice Bears sail it up high over the net. It's out to center. So in 3 seconds, it'll be a power play. Here come the Ice Bears. They have the power play, 58 seconds. Bratton right through as Salnikov was skating by, and once again Ezel makes the save. If it wasn't for the sophomore out of Schaumburg, Illinois, this would be a different hockey game. He has made some huge saves. Immediately off the draw, it's won and cleared out by Higgins. Ledyard, the only forechecker. Now Schumacher turns and burns on the right side. Stops up to get some help. On the power play for 35 seconds. It's down to Schumacher. Right dot. Now down the middle. He shoots, save, rebound, and there is none as O'Brien was right there to stick a stick in, but Ezel is able to hold on to that one. 6:03 remaining in the period. And still, for Missouri State, a 4-3 lead. Cooley, Rubin, Brown, and Salnikov. Here is Brown with a shot missing wide. For NIU, it's Wall twice and Evans. Shot comes in from the left side by Bell, and Ezel is able to hold on to that one again. Wall gets number 5 and 6, and Evans gets number 9. For Missouri State, Cooley gets 16, Rubin with 10, Brown with 6, and Salnikov with number 12. Rubin slides through the face-off dot to try to win it. The officials say everything's good, and Cooley will gain it. Up the middle, good stick block by the goaltender, Ezel, and it's cleared all the way on goal. Power play is over. We're 5-on-5. Quickly, they move it to Bell. Good thing is he says he's playing next year for Missouri State. He'll be a fifth-year senior. Bell with it. Right up the middle, and as it bounces from below the goal line in front, Ezel has to make a stop on it, as Cooley was right there too to pounce on it. 6:22 to go. Make that 5:22 to go. Even the clocks are flashing different things here. Ice Bears steal. Saunders with a shot up high, missing. Now drop down in low. Saunders to work it. Heiser out at the half boards. Higgins to intercept for NIU. Huskies trying to clear the zone. They finally do. Tyler Gutt able to get it up to center ice. Lead pass to Ledyard. He breaks free and apparently not impeded. No penalty by the officials. Once again, a spin-around shot from the right side by Higgins. Steered aside by the goaltender, Brady Griffin. And here comes Missouri State. They bounce the puck in on goal, where Ezel will hold on to that. 4:40 to go in the period. Shots 45-30 in favor of Missouri State, with a 4-3 advantage in this hockey game. Off the draw once again. Now with the beeline on for Missouri State. Puck is cleared all the way down in the Missouri State end. Griffin to swing it over to the near side boards. Barrett to dig it out to O'Brien. Now to Bratton. 2-on-1. Bratton to Barrett. He shoots up high. May have gone off Ezel and went over the net. Ice Bears work it again. Here's Barrett free. He shoots Ezel with a save. As 3 Ice Bears were on the doorstep. And this goaltender is a keeper for Northern Illinois University. And the guy that's seen the most, Chadwick Dorero, he's seen the most games, and he, in 18 games, is 2-16. But Ezel has been doing everything he needs to do. Because with 4:11 left, Northern Illinois is still in this hockey game. Off the boards, Lounders there, but it's out to center ice. Gonzalez doing some work. Now it comes in to Mason Urke. Urke's pass intercepted by the Ice Bears with the beeline working it now. Barrett to Bratton. Left side, he shoots, and once again, Ezel will glove it. 3:47 to go. Face off to the right of Ezel. Left as you look at it. Matt Maddy to come in for Missouri State. He wins it from Nicholas Gonzalez. And it's Nikita Salnikov fighting his way down in low. Pokes it away at the right dot. Chases it down. Helped by Lohman. Urke with it. Over to the far side to Tyler Berry. Before he gets hit, he sends it in on goal in the Missouri State zone. coming down to 3:20 remaining. Sent all the way in, and Lohman is there for Missouri State. Knocks his man off. Lohman has it. Walney makes Lohman send it around the boards. Comes up the middle and all the way down into the Missouri State end. Line change for Northern Illinois. Quickly the Ice Bears get it off to Nikita Salnikov. He spins at the Ice Bears' bare head, shoots, it's blocked in front. Good block there by Prononzik. Now behind the net, Higgins pushes his man off. It comes along the side of the net, and it's held on to there by Ezel. Gets a stoppage. 2:46 to go in the period. And still a 4-3 lead for Missouri State.
And the Missouri State Ice Bears coaches show after every Saturday home game of the D1 team.
2:46 to go. Once again, face off to the right of Ezel, his left. As you look at it, here is Schumacher right side, partially tipped by Wall. Behind the net, we're going to get a penalty. An Ice Bear was interfered with, so Missouri State will have a power play. They get the goaltender out on a delayed call. Bell with it, it's touched up, and we will get a tripping call called against Northern Illinois. And going into the penalty box is Evans, their leading goal scorer coming into today's game. And I believe he still is. He has 9 goals now to lead the team. Tripping will be the call. And now Northern Illinois is going to take a timeout. So while they take the timeout, we will take a quick timeout, and we'll be back. It is 4-3 Missouri State, 2:28 to go in the third.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Back at the Stan Melton rink, Jordan Valley Ice Park. So the fans always sing along to our third period song there. Off the draw, the Ice Bears have it. Cooley up the middle. Rubin instead gives it to Brown. He shoots, misses. Cooley with it. Ice Bears have a power play now, 1:48 remaining, but it's taken away by Northern Illinois and cleared all the way down. And the Ice Bears get away with the cover-up. So here we go. Missouri State with a 4-on-2 into the zone. Cooley shoots, save, rebound, score by Bell! Now the officials are talking things over. If it was goaltender interference or not. That's what the officials are talking over. Let's take a look at it here. With Bell getting the shot from Cooley, and I don't believe there was any goaltender interference because Ezel was down to make the save. So the Ice Bears have a 5-3 lead now, feeling a little comfortable. It is a power play goal.
Missouri State goals scored on the power play by number 16, Josh Bell. Time of that goal at 18:01 of the third period, scored on the power play by number 16, assist pending on the play. That's a Missouri State.
So we know that Cooley will get an assist on Bell's goal, and that means Bell is Now into the number 10, and then as the Ice Bears put some more pressure on, Fuller just missed a shot wide. Getting down to a minute 10 remaining, and that means everybody gets an Andy's frozen custard with the 5 goals that the Ice Bears have scored. Now we're going to get a penalty. And I believe Chad Lounder is going to go for Missouri State. So now with 101, what do you do? It's a holding call. 6 penalties, 12 minutes for Missouri State on the hold. So do you pull the goaltender? And that's exactly what they do. The goaltender has been pulled at 1:01 of the third period. And now the Ice Bears clear the puck all the way down. This is no icing. So 18:59 was the time of the holding call. Missouri State can clear it without being called for icing, but they have an open net. So 7 shorthanded goals have been given up by NIU. If the Ice Bears were to score, this would be a shorthanded goal. Puck cleared all the way down with 32 seconds remaining. Even though they pulled their goaltender and have a 2-man advantage, the Ice Bears have the advantage of a 2-goal lead. Shot comes in, and it's held onto by Missouri State's goaltender Brady Griffin. So the Steak and Shake player of the game,
the captain, number 18, Chris Brown.
So Brown is the Steak and Shake player of the game. And apparently there's going to be another special presentation right after the game, and they'll talk to Brown too. We'll hang on for that. Shot comes in by Alex Prodonzek, and we get a whistle for Sam Heiseroth acting up a little bit there. So Heiseroth's going to go. They're going to send him to the penalty box. Seven penalties, 14 minutes for Missouri State. .1942, the time of the penalty. And so now it's going to be a 6-on-3 for NIU, but there's only 6 seconds left. And we get a whistle for apparently an offside. So theoretically, this is the most you can have in any shorthanded situation is a 6-on-3 with the goaltender pulled. Face-off will bring it outside, and that'll do it as 2 seconds remain, and Missouri State does end up winning this hockey game. Shots on goal in the period. Griffin faces 11, 3-period total of 34. And 24 on Ezel for a 3-period total of 53. Power plays, Missouri State converted on 1 of 3. The Huskies converted on none of 5 opportunities. In the third period, just 3 goals. After Evans made it a 3-2 game, it was a 3-3 contest. And then Salnikov says enough of this, and he makes it 4-3. And then Bell with a power play goal. 5-3 is the final.
Chris Brown. And Chris, if you would, kind of walk us through that goal.
The puck just kind of squirted out, and I closed my eyes and tried to hit as hard as I could, and it went in.
You guys were doing a lot of shooting tonight, kind of thinking after last weekend with 53 shots on goal tonight. Was that a new message from Jeremy?
I mean, the first 2 periods weren't really going the way we wanted to. Tight game, so we just knew we had to throw pucks to the net. You're bound to get a couple there, and luckily we did, and we came out with it.
And I'm going to bring up something that all the fans want to hear about. How's our buddy Derek Smith doing?
He's doing great. He's here tonight. He's limping around, but he's doing well.
And speaking of Derek Smith, we have another player of the game, so to speak. And fans, for those of you that don't know, Derek went through a pretty gruesome injury that a lot of folks didn't really realize what was happening at the time. And somebody did come to his prevail. And let's just take a moment to thank Jackie, our team physician here. She really did a fantastic job. And Jackie, I want to ask you to talk because I know you don't necessarily want to, but I extend the gratitude of all the players and the fans for all the work you did, especially with Derek that night. It's very special for all of us. So thank you very much. Fans, let's hear it for Jackie and, of course, for Chris Brown and your Ice Bears!
All right, public address announcer Kevin Thurl wrapping all of that up. And, of course, I'm not sure he knows it, but we know the real story. We had Derek talk about what really happened. But what we know that happened here is Missouri State takes their 14th victory by a score of 5-3. Don't forget our next broadcast for you. That'll be coming up as Missouri State and Northern Illinois play tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We'll have it for you. We hope that you'll tune in for that. Final totals, penalties, Missouri State 7 for 14, just 3 for 6 for the Huskies. And as I mentioned, Missouri State 1 for 3, the Huskies 0 for 4. Goals once again, Cooley for Missouri State is 16th, Rubin is 10th, Brown is 6th, Salnikov is 12th, and on the power play, Bell his 10th. And for NIU, Wall gets his 5th and 6th. Evans gets his 9th. And I'm missing one here. No, because Evans got 2, that's right. Or make that Wall got 2 and Evans got 1. That's a total of 3. 5-3 is your final score. Well, we're going to end a very strange night here in just a moment as Missouri State comes out victorious by a count of 5-3. I'm Steve Cass, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow as these same 2 teams will fight once again for supremacy here at Jordan Valley Ice Park. 5-3 victory for the Ice Bears. Until tomorrow, good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.